Hey guys, how you doing? Back again. Remember this bike from the KTM Crisis episodes? We're back to do we're back to do a few little things to it. It needs a service, which is another story, but I've got something to do to it that I thought might be quite useful for some of you. It's kind of quite a specific thing, and a lot of you might find it a little bit boring. But if you've got this problem, you'll be grateful for this video, so check this out. Right, so it's got a aftermarket horn fitted, so there's the compressor here for it, and this is the relay for the horn. Obviously the guy's taken the original horn off. What happens now when you use the horn, you get a failure on the dashboard. Let me just show you that failure quickly. Right, so hopefully you can see that screen okay. So this screen here, so I've got the compressor electrically connected, but I've got the air pipe pulled off, so you'll just hear the compressor running in the background, but without the sound from the horn, because it is super loud. So what happens is when you push the horn, you get this general failure. Now then, let me explain what's happening. In fact, let me point you at the back of the bike where the relay is, and I'll explain what's going on. Right, let me try and explain this as concisely and as simply as I possibly can. So what's happened is the wires at the front of the bike that way, the wires that go to the horn, those two wires are basically these two wires here. So this, I'm not sure, is that in focus? This red and this black, they're the wires. This is a ground, and this is live. When you push the horn button, this is live, this is constant ground, so it's positively switched. So this becomes live when you push the horn button, and this is just some wire that's been run down from where the horn was originally connected at the front. So these two wires now, this live and this earth, they're switching this relay. Okay, now this relay is controlling the power feed to the compressor. So there's a big fat yellow and a big fat red. The yellow is the power in to the relay, and then the red is the power to the compressor. Now the reason you get that failure is this little relay doesn't draw very much current. The original horn, I've not measured one, but I would imagine 1.5 to 2 amps, something like that. This relay, we'll measure it actually. Let's put an amp clamp on here. Let's wire it up to my meter. Let's just see how much this relay's pulling in terms of current. Okay, so got me amp clamp on me meter. I keep saying amp clamp. I've got my meter connected. In fact, let me just show you. Here, look. Where's the bloody right? So I just got 2 probes. Does that make sense? So the current going to the relay is just running through the meter, literally. So it's not an amp clamp. It's the current's actually running through the meter. Now let's set the meter to. Let's go, because I know it's a low current. So if we just go like that, push the button. Let's get in the shade so you can see the screen. So that relay's pulling 150 something milliamps, so hardly any current at all. So that is why you get that failure on the dashboard. The chassis control module that's actually controlling the horn is expecting to have, I don't know, between 1 and 2 amps pulled for the horn. So it's basically saying the horn isn't working. Does that make sense? So what we need to do is, I've got a couple of different sizes. There's one of them there, look. So this one here, this is a 10 amp, this is a 10 ohm resistor, and we're going to wire this in parallel to that relay. So I'll explain that. I'll point the camera back up the top on the bike there, and we'll explain how this is going to be wired. And this will mean that circuit is then pulling, if you work out with Ohm's law, I don't know, 13 volts, 10 ohms, plus whatever the resistance in the relay is, it's going to be pulling, I don't know, 1.5 amps, maybe 1, I don't know, do the maths, but it will be enough to stop the fault code showing up on the dashboard. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Right, okay, let's try and make sense of this for you. So let's get rid of this amp meter. So this wire here, got the current coming up. Actually, it's not coming from the button, it's coming from the chassis control module. So this is live when the button's pressed. Normally these are connected together like this. Current flows up here through the little coil in the relay, latches the relay shut. This is earth, this is the other side, and then makes the connection, which is directly from a fuse box to the pump. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So this is the wire going up to the relay. Now what I'm going to do is I'll do it this way because it's easier to visualize for you. I'm going to connect this relay parallel to the little winding inside this relay. Anyway, so let me do it this way and you can visualize it easier. So if I hook this resistor up to here like that, and then I get another little piece of wire, put it on through that side of the resistor, just temporary, and I connect. Oh, good blimey, god blimey. Trying really hard not to swear. I swear too much in my videos. My wife was watching the other day and she was like, you swear too much, your children might be watching. Right, so like this, and then this end I'm going to just put to ground. Now then, actually what I should do, I need to measure the current flow now in this complete circuit. So what I'll do is, let's get the meter back. You see how I've got it wired anyway. So what's going to happen is, as the current flows up this wire, some of the current's going to be bled off through this resistor to earth, which means the total amount of current on this circuit, on this wire, is higher. Anyway, so how I'll show you that is, right, bear with me. Let's get my amp clamp back. If I disconnect that from there, okay, and I connect one end of my amp clamp to there and one end to there, we can see how much current that resistor is pulling. Does that make sense? Right, let's go back to the bike. Let's go back to the meter rather. Right, so we're going to need, well, you can't see that very well, can you, unless I stand there. I'll stand there when I need to actually show you what's on the screen. So I'm going to need to change this meter now. What am I doing? Oh God, Jim. Bear with me, I don't want to have to make a cut in the edit. If I just put that to, what's easy? I'll just put it on 5 amp scale. Right, okay, turn the ignition on. Push the button. So, hang on. Can you see that, guys? So it's now pulling it's pulling an amp basically with that resistor. So the total current will be the 150 milliamps plus that amp. That should be enough to stop the fault code showing up on the dashboard. Anyway, let's go back to the dash and I will hopefully be able to prove my theory to you. Right, let's get rid of this meter and connect that directly to there. I could have actually left the meter connected, couldn't I? It wouldn't have made any difference really. So you get the idea. So current is, yeah, you understand, I'm sure. Right, let's go to the dashboard, see what happens. Rightio. Okay, yes, I know you need a service, that's why I'm here. Right, push the button. No fault code, or no fault error messagey thing on the dash. So that's a fix, guys. Nice short video for you, just in case you're interested. These little resistors I'm using, this is a 10 ohm one, I've got some 7.5 ohm ones there as well. There, you can buy these, they're readily available. Use them for when you're fitting, what am I trying to say, LED indicators. So if you need a resistor, just get some resistors that are suitable for slowing down the flash of your fast flashing LED indicators, and that'll be that's what you need. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Right, oh guys, I thought I'd better just share my final repair with you, just so you can see how I've got it. Don't judge me here. All this is nothing to do with me, although it is a huge improvement on how it used to be fair. So the way to think about this resistor, so it's in parallel. So imagine you've got live coming into the relay and the earth coming into the relay. The resistor just sits between the two in parallel. Hope that makes sense. So that's that done. The clever marketing wanketeer people tell me that I should always ask for people to subscribe and like my videos. It seems a bit pukey to me, but I am trying to grow the channel, so if you want to do that and you're not a subscriber, then that'd be awesome. And then the other thing, and I really hate asking, but if I'm going to grow this thing into something more than a tiny little corner of the internet with 500 people watching my videos, I'm going to have to ask. So I've got this thing called Patreon. A lot of you might know what it is. It's basically a way where you can give me a cost of half a cup of coffee a month. These videos do actually cost me money to make, and I've invested a shit ton of money in new equipment this year to try and get sort of better quality videos. Hopefully you notice it with this one, because I'm using the new camera and the new mic and stuff. Anyway, if you want to check out the Patreon link in the description and find me $1 a month or something, I'd be really appreciative of that. You don't need to though, you're still going to get the same content. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and waffling. See you on the other one. See you on the other side.